Jim Chalmers has just provided the Albanese first budget, a mini budget. It has focused on providing election commitments. It also acknowledges the headwinds that the economy is going to face over the next 6 to 12 months. It will mean an increase in interest rates, increases to inflation, and a reduction in productivity. The budget focuses on housing for our industry. It has not only provided funding for election commitments, but also introduced a housing accord, which is an agreement between the federal government, state and territory governments, superannuation funds, and also the industry. Master Builders Australia has been working with the Treasurer over the last 4 to 6 weeks on this accord. We saw it as an important policy to ensure that we have a chance to build more homes for Australians. Otherwise, our forecasts were indicating that we were going to fall badly short, which would also mean an adverse outcome for our industry. It's also been good to see the federal government provide funding as per their election commitments relating to vocational education and training, migration, local manufacturing, and also infrastructure. It's important, however, to note that all of these positives will be tempered by the industrial relations legislation that will be introduced later this week. We're extremely concerned about industrial relations reform, and some of the positives out of this budget tonight will be tempered and overtaken by the negatives of industrial relations and the bill that's to be introduced later this week. The budget has allocated more money to the Fair Work Ombudsman to deal with the building and construction industry as the government abolishes the ABCC, we argue, which is a retrograde step. So overall, the budget is positive for the residential sector, and also we acknowledge that the government has recognised their election commitments. Many of them are good for our industry. However, alarms continue to ring around industrial relations and what it will do for the economy, but more importantly to our industry. Stay tuned.